Herod wanted to come and kill him. Herod had no good intentions. Herod wanted to control a situation that was uncontrollable. It was an uncomfortable situation for him. He felt like he was losing power. He felt like he had to do something. And the moments where we feel like we can't trust God's sovereignty, that's the moment where we grab the reins. That's the moment where we start to manipulate. That's the moment where we try to use pride and anger and some other outside means to try to force what we want to be done. And so, can I encourage you to trust God to handle what is out of your control? And refuse to manipulate the uncomfortable circumstances and situations of your life through unrighteous anger, quiet resentment, or hurtful gossip. Those are the three ways we try to control the uncontrollable. We get angry, try to control others through our anger. Maybe if they feel bad about how angry I am, maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll do something different. Maybe they'll apologize. Maybe if they feel my resentment, maybe if they feel that I'm angry with them, maybe if they feel that I'm not happy with them, maybe they'll change. Or maybe if I talk bad about them to others, maybe they'll change. All of these things are manipulation. Can I encourage you, just trust God's sovereignty. In his wonderful book, Trusting God Even When Life Hurts, Jerry Bridges says God's sovereignty is not just a doctrine to accept. It's a reality to trust and rest in. And we will either rest in God's sovereignty or we will be filled with anxiety. And so we follow God's plan through joyful obedience. We live a life of trust in his sovereignty. We trust his plan. We trust that he has a purpose and a plan. He's still on the throne. And then finally today, we worship from a humble heart. The third way that we can really make sure that Christ is the King of Christmas, the King of our heart, the center of our lives this Christmas season is we worship him from a humble heart. And that's exactly what the wise men did. When they had come into the house, verse 11, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and they worshiped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. They fell down, pipto. They laid prostrate on the ground to show lowliness and subservient. They opened their gifts. This was when they would literally put out a rug and they would place their gifts open for accessibility and also to show that this is a free will gift. This is something they're doing freely out of their heart. These were treasures. These were stored wealth. These were saved goods or something of high value that they were given. And a lot of people ask, well, were there just three wise men because there were three gifts? There were probably more, but the gifts were packaged, most likely in clay jars that would be tied to their camels or their animals, and they would seal these so that they would not get tarnished or dirty. They would keep these jars. In fact, they've been pulling out some of these jars from this same time period, and inside jars that we don't know if these are obviously the same types of jars that were used. But look at this. This is what they probably would have presented. It probably would have been either necklaces or gold earrings or gold bracelets or plates. And inside this earthen vessel, there's gold treasure.